skill-based matches coming to Apex Legends. What's going on, guys? Grimslam Gaming back here, and in today's video, guys, we're going to be covering skill-based Apex Legends matches and how that is affecting the community, when it actually started, which was actually a while ago, and just like the things that have been happening now. Let's get right into it. So the skill-based update actually came to Apex Legend at the very end of Season 2 going into Season 3. And this wasn't a huge change because, of course, you don't want some, like, insane pro player with, like, those 50,000 kills, those crazy streamers against, like, this new first time in, gets his, like, butt handed to him. It's like, we really don't want that. And, that can drive new players away, too. So we can see why they did that, because they're not a new game anymore. Even if you add stuff, you still want to attract more players, because if you're not attracting any new players, then you're just going to be losing old players and things like that. So that's kind of how that goes. So basically what happened was they did this and it worked out fine. And of course you guys can go see in the dev tracker, it's not like they hid it from us. And then what happened was the recent update, you guys may have noticed, it got a lot worse. They turned it up higher, and basically it's like the packs, like you can turn up like even like kids toys sometimes, or like lottery machines. Like you can like literally turn on like the probability for getting, money out of them, like for wins. That's kind of how that goes, and that's not different for Apex Legends. It's literally now they turned it up so you're gonna get an easier match based on like if you're a noob. But technically it's not going to be easy because you guys are all going to be facing a bunch of level 1s. So basically the most simplest way to say this is they turned Apex Legends normal mode into rank mode, and now they're the same. Now, I know Apex Legends, the normal mode, it's always going to be less sweatier. That's just how the game is. I mean, if you're going into ranked, usually I always go into ranked if I want a good match and I'm playing with a bunch of randoms. And I know they're not going to leave, like, after they get killed. Usually that's, what always happens in normal Apex Legends is they get killed. I have noticed it a little bit, but even now that you guys are hearing, like, the news come out, that, mind over thought, kind of thing. So now you guys are thinking that, oh, yeah, it has been getting harder. And that could be the case for some. I know I have been seeing like a lot of like noobs, and I haven't been seeing that many like level ups. I've always been seeing pretty actual average players now in the normal Apex Legends server. That's not the problem if you are with like a team already going in. You guys can still have fire teams and hook up with those, fire teams and get in the matches with them. I always have players that I play with. I have a few, people, like a choice selection that I always go in as squads. So that's not really going to affect you. And it's not going to say you can't come in with these people. And that's definitely what they're saying. But for random people, they're going to put you in a squad, or at least a match with people like-minded like that. So it's like you're not going to have a Predator and a Bronze rank in the same thing. That's not how rank worked, so it's not how Apex Legends itself is going to work now. So it's kind of like a discrete change, but you don't see it in the normal mode. In ranked, it's so clear as day to see that, you're not playing a Bronze 4 with a, Diamond 1. It's just not how it works, and that's why they've tried to put it into Apex Legends. So guys, I already said why, but this is why. This is because they just can't have new people coming in. And I kind of felt this way when I first started playing Apex. I didn't play it first when it came out, but I know once I joined in, it was really hard at first, and then you get good. But if everybody starts at like the same time, and you can kind of like build off of each other, and it's a fair match. And that's why they want new people still coming in to get that fair match, and everybody can be different at the game. Now, of course, people can always still make fake accounts come in, things like that. There's really no stopping that, is what people are just trying to say. So that's why they put this in, at least to control some of it. The feedback has actually been getting good, like they get good feedback from the fans, which in turn has led, Respawn to make it seem like, oh yeah, we did a good move. I'm not saying it's bad, I'm saying it was actually kind of a good move, as far as keeping people around, so it's good for their business proposition, but you guys will never get a good, majority of like pro players, bad players in your match. It's never going to be like completely different. You're all going to be playing with the same people that, you're going to be with, and like on your level. Now this does actually have some exceptions to it, especially like I said, the fire team, or your ranked squad, and other things like that. Now if they can't find enough players, that's always a huge deal, and that's always like, especially if you're in like a Diamond or Predator server, that can take like 5 minutes to actually find enough people to actually put that in there. Now I'm actually in gold, and I still play with people from Bronze before, so it's kind of just funny. And now what I'm getting at is that people might be playing with, pro players if there's just not enough people in the server. So of course there is going to be like an exception. They're not going to wait, they're not going to make you wait like 10 minutes, to go find some other person that is, waiting. So of course there can still be exceptions like that. Now on the most part, if you guys are playing in a high populated servers, usually the ones on the coasts, especially like the Virginia servers, Oregon servers, they got servers all over. The Utah server is a big one, Colorado. So they have really servers all over. Now, again, those are American servers, and American servers on Apex tend to be more crowded. That's just how it goes than people overseas. Because I know there are a lot of Apex Legends players in Australia and other places like that. Those little Pacific islands, and even on the Atlantic, there's people in Canada playing it, Mexico. So things like that all over playing it. But that's just how it's going to be as far as skill share. Now going back to just skill share in general, this has been a kind of an interesting update for them. I don't know how long they're going to keep it this way or if they ever change it. Something tells me they're not, because this is actually kind of a good thing all around, so people don't feel like they're getting like pro playered on. And not that this will cut back on third party, but it might just a little bit, because I know a lot of like pro players, they have, plan out strategies, tactics, and things like that. That stuff of like a new player who just got in the first match cannot have. That also applies to middle people too. So it kind of is like people below the rank of 100, people in the rank of 100, and then people like in the Diamond and Predator leagues. They should not all play together in the same match, especially if it's the people under 100 and the Predators. It's just going to be like a loss, and it's going to be really weird. So I'm glad that they did this, and that literally concludes skill matchmaking, and that's basically it as far as that goes. If you guys want to reach out to them, you guys can reach out to them on Twitter, and I think it's like ask or something, or question Apex or something like that on Twitter. You'll be able to find out if you just look up Apex, and you can actually chat with them or put in your suggestion on how you feel this is affecting you. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully I covered it all. Tell me guys how I did in the comments, and yeah guys, this channel is growing great. Definitely check out my pack opening video. I really like making that, so maybe I'll do more of those in the future. So thank you guys so much for supporting the channel, and if you're new, definitely be able to stick around for more glitches and things like that. So hopefully I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye guys.